Black Friday is upon us and I bought some movies. But before I jump into each and every single one of these, I want to take a second here, just to talk to you guys. I don't conversate with you guys. I know that's not a word, but, forgive me on that. But, I just want to talk to you guys. Like, how have you been? How are you all doing? Let me know all that down in the comment section down below. But I don't celebrate Black Friday. It used to be, fun going out at this time of the year and seeing the different deals and all that. But I don't like crowds and crowds of people. I don't like being stuck in a store with thousands and thousands of people and not being able to move around. Get me the fuck out of here! You know, and the air and the temperature is always very hot. Like you come out of the store and you are sweating like you have just done a marathon. But this year was actually different. This year was actually really pleasant. It was a quick, in and out experience. There weren't a whole lot of people. I could move my arms around like this if I wanted to, but I didn't want to. And yeah, there wasn't a whole lot of people. I don't know if I just went at the right time of day or yeah, I don't know what it was, but yeah, this Black Friday was actually really pleasant. I could actually move around and I could actually walk without being stamped on by people. So, yeah, overall, just really good. Like in previous years, you would have to climb over about 500 people just to get to the movies, and people would have their hands over everything like they are guarding it for their life. And just, yeah, Black Friday brings out the worst in people. Watch Thanksgiving for that. That actually has a great opening scene that really represents Black Friday in a nice bow tie. So definitely check out that if you haven't already seen it. But speaking of horror movies, let's just go ahead and jump right into my Black Friday pickups for 2024. So first one up here is, this is an 80s gem for me. I watched this a few years ago, and that is Intruder. So I'll give you a better look at this. So there's the front. So yeah, really cool slipcover there. And there's the back. And yeah, there's some really cool special features on here. There's some commentaries. There's a video essay. They even had the original work print for the for Intruder, which is really cool, and I definitely do want to check out that. And there is an extended murder sequence as well, which seeing that special feature, I can definitely see why they cut the more gorier version of this certain kill. I won't give you any spoilers just in case you haven't seen it, but yeah, this is a really wild movie. It's a really cool movie. Yeah, the kills in this movie, I think are honestly probably some of the best. 80s has some great kills, but from a practical level, there's one that deals with a spinning blade, and that was probably my favorite kill in the movie. There's also a kill that is very ominous to the Texas Chainsaw Massacre. So yeah, there's some really cool shit in this. And do I think the movie needs to be R? No. Like watching it again for the first time in several years the other night, I don't think this movie is as gory and as bloody as you might think. I definitely think like if the movie is R, like there's definitely more that they could have done in that department. But I'm sure the 80s guidelines would have had different rules as to what was acceptable to be shown on screen and off screen. So, but other than that, I still really have a great time. I think the acting in the film is really good. This has Sam Raimi and Ted Raimi in it, and the eventual, I guess, killer reveal, while you can kind of guess where it's going, I guess, there is a little bit of a mystery, but I wouldn't say this is like a mystery-centric film per se, just because, yeah, by like the middle point of the film, you can kind of, once all the characters are together in a single frame, you can kind of be like, okay, he's here, he's not here. And then the sort of, I feel like I've already said too much. I'm just going to shut up. So, yeah, Intruder. And then there's the back. There's a really cool sticker on the back. It says half off, so no problems there. That's awesome. And then we take off the slipcover here. And this is the original poster that a lot of people would have seen. This is the OG poster, which honestly, I think I prefer this poster. Like, you know, if I can ever find this poster, I'm definitely hanging that up in my room. Like, that is such a cool poster. Like, you know, your 80s, they knock it out of the park when it comes to like artwork and marketing. So, Intruder. Now, next one up, this is no surprise here, Terrifier. So, with the release of Terrifier 3, which I absolutely loved, I know I didn't do a review on that one, but Terrifier 3 I thought was phenomenal. I already own Terrifier 2 on Blu-ray, so, you know, I wouldn't feel complete unless I got Terrifier, and to see this movie in Blu-ray as well, and this also comes with the All Hallows Eve film as well, which I'm very curious to check out, and it comes with a director's commentary with Art the Clown himself, which is amazing. A behind the scenes featurette, an interview, deleted scenes, Art the Clown, time lapse makeup, and Dread Central presents Terrifier San Diego crowd responses. So yeah, you know, there's some really interesting special features, and I'm really looking forward to diving in to this movie. I know they're planning to release Terrifier 1, 2, and 3 on 4K, and whenever that does release, which will be sometime this year, I'm definitely going to be upgrading both of these movies, as well as getting Terrifier 3 on 4K. Like, just, you know, to me, that's a quintessential way to watch the Terrifier films. So yeah, cannot wait for that. Looking forward to diving into Terrifier. And that's always just been a fun franchise to me. Like, you know, one's a lot of fun. 2 has some of the most wild and creative shit I've ever seen in a slasher. And then number 3, that bathroom scene. Yeah, you know, enough said there. Next one up is, which I think I own this movie on DVD. So I was glad I could pick up the 4K version of Jaws. I've heard that this is a phenomenal looking 4K. So this was a must for me. I've had my eye on this for a while, and the original price for this was $34.98. So that would have come down to, I don't know, $25, $26 maybe. So yeah, you know, that wasn't too bad. I'm not going to just sit here and do maths in my head. But yeah, Jaws 4K, really looking forward to diving into this. All of the reviews that I did read on the 4K transfer said the picture and sound quality was superb. So yeah, really looking forward to diving into this. And this comes with the making of Jaws, and the shark is still working, which I've heard is a really interesting documentary. And you know, I'm pretty sure I've seen like half of that. Like, I'm pretty sure it's like a 3-4 hour documentary, but don't quote me on that. But yeah, really looking forward to checking that out. The impact and legacy of Jaws, the Restoration, which, if that's the one I'm thinking of, where it's like Steven Spielberg like sitting down and doing the Blu-ray kind of transfer of it. There was a YouTube featurette released on that as well. I'm not sure if that's the exact same one or if this is a different one or not. But so yeah, we have Jaws Restoration, we have deleted scenes and outtakes from the set, and we have the original theatrical trailer, which, from memory, the trailer for this movie was really good when this movie first released. And now, this one, a lot of people are going to hate me for. A lot of people, I could just see the comments right now, is Poltergeist. Okay, so I do have a story backing this one up. So I've seen the original. I saw it yeah, 2 years ago maybe. Um, and this movie was never really for me. I think I got through like 20 minutes before being like, this is just too weird for me. Like, yeah, I don't know. I don't know. Maybe I wasn't in a good mood, or I was tired. Yeah, I don't know what it was, but I've been meaning to get around to watching this one. I've seen the remake. The remake was horrible. So yeah, it cannot be any worse than that. If anything, this has to be better. There's a great there's great people attached to this movie. Um, you have Toby Hooper directing, Texas Chainsaw Massacre, Chef's Kiss right there. You have produced by Steven Spielberg, which even though there's rumors Steven Spielberg directed this one. So, and yeah, I thought picking this one up in 4K, I'm definitely going to be watching this one. And let me know if you want me to give a review on this one. But yeah, that cover art is absolutely gorgeous. There's the back. So yeah, there we go. Yeah, so you're really looking forward to giving this a proper watch. So Poltergeist. And now we're on to the final two here. And now we have the Exorcist on 4K, which honestly, the big reason why I got this is I don't know what version of this movie I've seen. I've either seen the theatrical version or I've seen the director's cut. I don't remember what version I did watch. But yeah, honestly, I mainly bought this purely for the extended director's cut because I've heard the director's cut is is the one to watch. I've heard that's the essential version of this movie. So yeah, honestly, yeah, that's why I bought it. But yeah, there's also some great special features on here. There's a commentary by the director. There's a commentary by the producer and screenwriter William Peter Bloody, and introduced by William Friedkin. So yeah, there aren't a whole lot of special features in here. It would be really cool if they actually kind of showed the behind the scenes of the movie and actually show what it was like filming it. I think that would just make for such an interesting making of. But to hear and watch like the commentary and hear all the interesting stuff he has to say about the process of making The Exorcist, this is one of the most influential movies, and it still is. This is a great movie. I can't say the same about the sequel, but this is a great movie in my mind. That spider walk scene, just the eerie and dirty feeling throughout the movie, to the acting, to almost like the one location feel, and the themes between like hell and heaven. I really dug that, and I'm not a Christian person, but I really dug a lot of the themes that this movie does go into. And I think it's just one of the most disturbing movies like ever made. I really don't think there can be another Exorcist. There's been multiple possession movies that have been trying to replicate this, but none of them have been able to hit the mark that this does. But it's just so disturbing, your child having no control over their body, and they are being tormented, they are being tortured, and it's just, yeah, honestly, I cannot imagine anything worse. To me, that's the worst nightmare of all. Is is having your child kind of go through something that you have no control over and she has no control over, and you really can't do anything. Like, this is a really helpless and almost soulless movie in all the best ways. So I cannot speak highly enough of The Exorcist, and really looking forward to checking this out soon in 4K Ultra. Now, this one, they really have to release a 4K of this. This movie would look phenomenal on 4K. I'm not sure if there is a 4K out there, but if there is, I would love to know, and I would love to check it out. But this is the 40th anniversary of the original Texas Chainsaw Massacre, which this is an interesting movie for me. This is a very interesting movie because the first time I watched it, like, I felt so ill. Like, I felt like I just watched a snuff film play out. And just, the film just has this very kind of like low budget, grainy, dirty, like deserted kind of look to the film. Like, you look beyond the story, and really behind it, it's just a soulless movie. It is a reckless movie, and it is shocking to know that Toby Hooper, thought he was making a dark comedy. So that was my shitty Tommy Wiseau impression. Let's move past that. It's shocking that he thought, he was making like a PG kids movie here and a dark comedy, because this movie is, this is far from being a dark comedy. Like like I don't think I need to go on. Like, what's been said about this movie, it applies to this video. This is a classic, it's a great movie. Toby Hooper, like, the ending of this movie is one of the best endings, with Leatherface swinging that chainsaw around as our final girl is leaving on that truck, and like, like, she's screaming and laughing and smiling at the same time. And to me, that is such a disturbing look. And like, Leatherface is horrifying. The music score in this movie is horrifying. Like, all the best horror icons, they all have that iconic sound. Michael Myers, no, fuck, I'm gonna get so much hate on that. Sorry, that's fucking Jason Voorhees. Yeah, shit. I'm gonna get a lot of flag. I'm gonna get a lot of flag in the comments for fucking that up. But no, Jason. But yeah, all the best horror icons have, have that signature sound. Like, when they're coming, because there's that music cue, there's that sound cue that's being like, oh, this person's about to get fucked up. So, and I think this movie just has, I'd say it has a very like stylistic score to it, and like it's a very like mechanical sound, and it fits really well with the story being told. And just, I like how, because this was based on the Ed Gein murders, this film. And the opening of this film kind of treats itself as like, this is a true story, is like, is we discover these bodies, and now this is the footage you are about to see is the footage of what happened prior to that opening. But I've also heard that opening sequence is real footage. So, I can't confirm or deny that. That's just what I've heard. This is a really like interesting, film to study, same as The Exodus, and and Jaws. Jaws in particular, they had to go through 2 mechanical sharks before they actually got one working, and being the title, the shark is still working. So, these are my Black Friday pickups. Do not hate me in the comments for screwing up. Like, I'm trying to remember actually what Michael Myers sound is. It's actually been a while since I've actually watched those movies. It's like the do-do-do. Like, I'm pretty sure it's that, like, yeah, like it's that signature, like, John. No. Fuck. What is it? Goddamn, brain is not switched on today. No, Halloween was a do 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 do. Yeah, that was Halloween. So, have not been sleeping well these past couple of nights. I've been in post-production on my new film coming out next year, Garage Descent, as well as I have a new film coming out in January, which I've also been producing, called Love's Recovery. And, I look forward to bringing both of those films to you. So, forgive my misunderstanding and my misperception of holiday. It's been a few, it's been a few late nights for me. So yeah, brain cannot wait to uh to to just switch off and just sleep for the next week. So looking forward to that. So anyways, guys, these are my Black Friday pickups. Let me know down in the comments, what did you pick up this Black Friday? And I will see you in the next video.